While the Donald Trump and Elon Musk beef has been brewing, China has released a mixtape of self-driving vehicles, from trucks to vans. And they already have self-driving vans sort of on the roads already. Picture this. In a world, bright sunshiny days, no wind, no rain, no snow, no volcanoes, no earthquakes, no tsunamis, no intermittent weather conditions whatsoever. Perfect weather where self-driving vehicles can drive free. Yeah, that was the video. Bright sunshiny day, flat road, clear skies. Nothing going on, nobody else on the road but the self-driving vehicles. And the funny thing is the self-driving trucks have to have non-drivers, sort of like a passenger driver sitting behind the wheel like this. I'm just here in case something goes wrong. So the self-driving vehicles still require a mouth-breathing non-trucker? Oh, and it also requires perfect weather conditions as well. And in my experience, new vehicles with new tech, little bit of rain, everything goes orange. Everything's amber. All the sensors and fancy stuff does not work, does not compute, not happening. So I can only imagine in a self-driving vehicle, it is basically dependent on that. Just imagine if the wind blows a little hard. Just a whoosh. They were saying how one vehicle can replace 3 drivers. How? If you still need a driver in the vehicle. I was like, I'm doing a people math there. How's it going to replace 3 drivers when you still need somebody there? I guess they're not classified as drivers because they're just sitting here like this. It's funny, when in the past 60 years, Western countries have moved all their work into China. And they've done all this production. It's empowered China to the point where they're a power that can rival the U.S. are now able to do things like self-driving vehicles and a fake chat GPT. It's like we sort of gave it to them, didn't we? Russia, has been bombarding Ukraine. I would say that's news, but it's not news because that's never stopped. But Russia's talking like, well, you bombed our plane, so we're retaliating. But I was thinking to myself, they haven't stopped bombing Ukraine in the first place. They never stopped. And Ukraine has been fighting back. It's just they never actually ceasefire. There's never been an agreement for a ceasefire, ever. So I don't know why Russia's acting like they agreed to some kind of peace, because they never agreed to any peace. And every time peace was mentioned, they would go, well, no, but we got to do this, that, and the third. So come on, man. Come on, bro. Meanwhile, Kemi has done a speech, and the part that stuck out to me the most was how she's thinking about not dealing with the European Courts of Human Rights. She said because, well, a migrant can commit a crime that doesn't have, like, full status, and you can't deport them. And that's because of them. The Court of Human Rights, that is. And she's got a point. However, they were in charge for 14 years. Why didn't they do something about this then? Why now? That always cracks me up with the European Court of Human Rights. They say that as if everybody has to adhere to their rights and their laws, even people that live on the other side of the planet, because it says human rights on the name, it's got to be right. But don't you got to get a consensus for that? And then on top of that, for those rights to exist, somebody has to enforce it. So that's why you can have different laws for deporting people in the States than in Europe, because the people have agreed on a different set of rights that they call themselves human rights. It'd be ridiculous for the U.S. to say, you're not following our human rights rules, to the European Court of Human Rights. You get my point? Rights are what we decide them to be, because they have to be enforced. We have to agree on them. So if Europe says those are human rights, well, Cambodia might not agree. The U.S. don't agree for sure. Mexico probably don't agree. Iraq probably don't agree. It's what they've agreed on. So for them to think they can tell the UK what to do when the UK isn't a part of the EU is absolutely ridiculous. And why any politicians just figured out just now that that's a problem is just bonkers, bro. Seriously, that's huh? Really? Not really buying it, y'all. It's hard to believe, ain't it? I'm just waiting on Elon Musk and Trump to piece it up and have like a billionaire's ball or something. Maybe Elon will launch a few rockets that'll blow up in midair. I don't know. Space Force. Anyway, y'all take care.